Hey there, AI adopter. OpenAI just dropped their Deep Research tool, and I'll guarantee you'll see it dominate the tech headlines all week. Their $200 monthly price tag sparked some debate, however, because right now it's only available to the Pro users. And here's what most coverage will probably leave out. Several powerful alternatives already exist, okay? And I've been testing them not only for this video, but also in the prior weeks and months. But before we get into it, let me just show you the tools that we'll combine and compare today. This is specifically the site that they released for the Deep Research tool for OpenAI. And they actually have this prompt here, a test prompt, which I will copy. And we will use this prompt to compare at least the other three tools, because I don't have access to Deep Research on OpenAI just yet. But you can check this site out. I will link it below. Let me see. Is that another prompt? No. This is something else here. Gaia tasks. Okay. So this is Deep Research. Okay. We got Gemini here, specifically 1.5 Pro with Deep Research as well. What a coincidence. The naming, right? Let's just push that in here. See what it does. Give it a second. Okay. While we're looking at this, I just want to tell you that in today's newsletter, I've laid out a detailed comparison that will save you both time and money. And you'll discover exactly what we're doing right here, okay? How these tools stack up in real world use cases, including performance metrics that matter specifically for business outcomes, cost-effective combinations for alternatives, and specific recommendations based on your team's needs, all right? So instead of getting caught up by the hype, let me show you how ChatGPT Deep Research actually compares to the other tools, okay? Now, when we go here to the first step, what happens when you have a Gemini 1.5 Pro Deep Research, okay, I'm reading this off of here, you put in a prompt here, and then it basically clarifies the objectives of the report that it's about to generate. So you can see it here. Those are the steps, right? Find the top 10 developed tools, countries, blah, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is all it does. You can pause the video here and check it out. And we will start the research here, and then it goes to work. And you can see here it's starting to collect all the links in a minute. While we're waiting for this, here's another one. Okay, this is Storm by Stanford EDU. And let's try, what is this one here? Is this new co-storm? Okay, let's just put in the same prompt. Oh no, it can't be longer than 20. See, that's a problem already. Okay, so I guess this is what you pay for in the end, right? But it is an alternative. It does work sometimes. Maybe not the best, I guess. Okay, so I did have to I had to change the topic question here a little bit. I'm trying to learn about the topic and give a presentation to my boss. In the background, you can see it already working, going through some links. It'll take 3 minutes, it says, okay? And then finally, here while we're here, Gemini is still working and has 124 websites that it's working on. Let's copy the original. Here, there you go. This is the prompt, okay? And let's go over to Perplexity, which is the next tool. And for this one, I will use the reasoning model R1 and just drop it in here and see what's going to happen, okay? But let's go back to ChatGPT Deep Research because I want to start with that. And this model basically achieves over 26% accuracy on expert level tasks, which is 8 times better than the standard GPT-4 model. It processes PDFs, spreadsheets, and images with Python integration for custom analysis. But here's the real catch. You're unfortunately just limited to 100 queries per month. And, which each of them, according to ChatGPT and OpenAI, depending on the depth of research, can take up to 30 minutes. And it also costs you around $2 per search if that's all you do with it. Okay, so you need to think carefully about the scalability here. Although, I mean, 100 deep reports are not really a few, I would say, but maybe you have a little bit of a learning curve how to use it properly in the beginning. Now, consider Google's Gemini that we just talked about, which is here. Okay, you can already see what it's done. And this tool, with all the other tools here, it only costs $20 a month. And it really excels at parallel research, as we just saw. It had, it went through all those links here, okay? You can see a lot of links, 130 or something like that, right? Now, while it can't handle file uploads in this mode, its market analysis capabilities often surpass more expensive alternatives. For teams that are already using the Google ecosystem, this becomes a really compelling option, especially because look at this. You can just check right here, open in Docs, and wait a second, and it will do just that, okay? It will create a Word document that is perfectly formatted, and you got everything in here. Sometimes it messes up the tables, but this one looks okay. You could probably format it a little bit more. And in the end, you also have all the links attached, okay? So this is a pretty compelling thing. Now, Storm, Stanford's contribution. As we just saw, it takes a little bit of fidgeting, getting into the weeds with it. It doesn't take all the questions. It can only have 20 words in a query, for example. But as you can see, it pumps out something not... here you can see the brainstorming process. Let's check into this. So do you have some reasoning, okay, what it goes over. But it does, it's free, and it's definitely good for academic research, I would say. So there you can see the structure of the report that it came up with. It has all the annotations here or citations. It does return a good level of detail, I would say. It's not too bad. I would obviously have to read it to know about it. But it's not bad, especially for a free solution right now. So while the commercial applications are limited, in my opinion, it sets definitely a standard for academic work efficiency. And just for a free tool right now, I think it's a good deal. Yeah, you can't beat free, right? But here's what, in my opinion, is really interesting in the day-to-day, just rubber hits the road type of thing. It's Perplexity. It's fast. It's only $20, and it processes 300 searches a day. It runs 70% faster than ChatGPT. And when you combine this with Gemini Deep Research, as we just saw, you can create a really powerful research ecosystem for just $40 total. Okay, and that's 1/5 of ChatGPT's premium offering. Now let's break it down into actionable recommendations. But before we do that, just check out what Gemini did here, okay? Again, this is the prompt that we gave it. You can pause and read it, and this is the output here. Well sourced. All these little numbers here, they show the source, okay? It's very fast. You can also see, let me see if you can actually retrospectively see you can definitely see the sources. Okay, here's the reasoning, okay? Or the researching, rather. And then here's the reasoning. You can expand all of this and see what it went through and how it basically had a conversation with itself. This is a $20 tool, guys, and it's fast. For the most part, this is going to be it for you, in my opinion, okay? Then it gives you recommendations and a little bit of a summary. Very data heavy, I would say. Obviously, much more compact. There's no... in this tool, at least, I think you could ask it, could you translate these findings for me in text form so that I can... So you can ask it and see if it's going to actually help you create more of an article or report type of thing. I should actually have asked it to just create a report. Unfortunately, I didn't. But you can see how it's going here through, and it's really fast. So you can see the trends here, opportunities, and you can dabble around with it. Again, very data heavy, very well sourced as well. I love this tool, okay? But what are my recommendations? Who is this for? Who is what for? For enterprise teams conducting technical due diligence or deep market analysis, I think that ChatGPT Deep Research might justify its premium cost. The enhanced accuracy, at least from what we've seen, and mind you, this tool just came out yesterday, so we'll see how it actually performs in real life. But I think that the accuracy could prove really invaluable for high stakes research. However, here's another one. On the enterprise side, this is just a side note here. Perplexity in its enterprise plan just included two tools specifically for finance and business research, which is FactSet and Crunchbase. You might want to check that out, but this is not available for pro users. This is for enterprise users only. So that's a different curveball right here. But again, most organizations, however, will achieve better results in terms of quicker and just, more, going back and forth, talking to those models, in my opinion, when they combine Perplexity Pro with Gemini Deep Research, as we did here. You can maybe upload the results into Google Notebook LM and have them all there. And this is a $40 combination that, in my opinion, is a really, really great combination. You get really fast results, a little bit more flexible workflows, and significant cost savings, okay? Now, academic researchers, the broke students here most of the time, can definitely leverage Storm's analytical capabilities. But as you've seen, there's a little bit of a problem here when it comes to how you structure your prompts. There's a lot of limitations, and you got to live with that. But if you combine that maybe with Perplexity, which is $20, you are even cheaper than the Gemini Perplexity combination. So you just have to spend $20, and I think it's well worth it. And so if you want to go more deeper into this whole analysis, which includes some calculations, performance metrics, and specific use cases, I've documented every comparison that I could find with source links and a little bit of a bonus reading in today's newsletter. So check it out. The link is going to be in the description below. And, you need to think about these tools like this. These tools should amplify your capabilities, not drain your budget or replace your brain, okay? Neither one of those. I think the quick evolution of these research tools presents a really interesting opportunity to significantly improve your research efficiency if you make informed choices about tool selection and combination, and really learn how to prompt these tools, because this goes a little bit beyond just the regular prompt guides that we've seen before, okay? So, again, this is Camille from AI Adopters. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you would like to check the full newsletter, the link is in the description below. And if you like this, please share it with a friend or a colleague. And otherwise, I'll just see you on the other side or in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.